Hit it.
Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Welcome, welcome back. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Welcome, welcome back. I am so glad you joined me. Hello, everyone. Heavenly Father, we thank you for allowing us to see another day. Welcome, welcome back, my beloved kings and queens. My name is Joyce McTeer, and I am the owner and operator of La Joy Creation Designs. I'm coming to you all today with a how to make video using some freshwater pearls. All right, so we're going to make a really cute, dainty, pretty much a dangle drop earring. And here are the items that you're going to need for this how to make video. So you're going to need a dowel. This dowel you can purchase from Walmart. And also, y'all, before I get started, please make sure that you thumbs up the video. I would greatly appreciate it, okay? So that this video can go into rotation for others to view. So this dowel you can find at Walmart. You can find this big one here at Walmart, okay? You're gonna need a dowel, you're gonna need a ruler. You're gonna need 10 pieces, okay? You're gonna need 10 pieces of brass wire, all right? So I'm using the artistic wire. I don't have have it in the front of me, but you can purchase the artistic wire. You can get it from pretty much any. You can get it off of Amazon. Walmart won't have that, okay? But you have to go to like a craft store. So you gotta go to Michael's, Joann Fabrics, or Hobby Lobby. They should have the artistic wire. And I'm using, you're gonna need 10 pieces all together. And the length of these are 10 inches each, okay? So 20 gauge brass wire, 10 inches each, all right? You're gonna need 2 fish hooks, all right? And you're going to need 10 freshwater pearls, okay? You're gonna need your round nose pliers and your wire cutters. Now these earrings are pretty simple, and basically what I did was I took the liberty to wire wrap some of the pearls, okay, because they do take time to make, because I didn't want this video to be too long. So I am going to show y'all how I wrap my pearls, and I'm sure that most of y'all who've been following me, y'all pretty much know how I wrap my pearls, okay? So I'm going to take one of my pearls. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to take my round nose pliers. I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to pinch down just like this. Bring my wire like this, because I'm going to be making a loop. Okay, then I'm going to go and give it a little indentation just like that. And I'm going to take my pliers, place it over, and wrap it around. And I'm going to wrap it about 3 times if at all possible. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. All right, come back over, and probably I have 4 wraps on there. Then I'm gonna take my wire cutters, and I'm gonna snip just like that, get that off of there. And I'm gonna come back and squeeze this in to make it flat. I want y'all to see what I'm doing, okay? And you just straighten this up if it's not straightened, but that's what you're gonna have. And then I'm gonna take and I'm going to place my pearl on here. Now, for those of you who are not aware, freshwater pearls, the holes sometimes could be so small, okay? They could be so small. So I'm just gonna bring it all the way up, just like this. Okay, take it all the way up. And basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wrap that. So I'm going to double wrap it. So I'm going to pinch it over just like that. And then I'm going to bring it down as close to this part of the pearl. All right, and I'm going to start wrapping that part around. And as you are wrapping, y'all going to have to excuse my fingers. You want to try to make sure that you are wrapping it so that your wraps and everything can be nice and tight together. Now, this is something, if you're not used to wire wrapping, that you may have to practice, but the more you do it, the better at it you will become. So this is what you're going to have. All right, now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take and just snip it right here, just like that. That's what you're going to have. This is what you will be looking like. And I'm going to take and just squeeze that other part in. And that's what you're going to have. Now, what I have done is I have already wrapped my, so I won't need that one. I have already wrapped, so you're going to need 4. You're going to wrap 4 and you're going to leave 1 by itself, okay? Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my dowel. I'm going to place that there and place that there. I'm going to take, actually, my dowel, and I'm going to bring it up just like this on my dowel. I'm going to try to form my shape, okay? you're going to be forming a circle. So I'm trying to form my shape just like this. All right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that off. I got my circle. And then I'm going to add on my little charms. So I'm going to add all 4 of these on. So you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you got all 4 of these on. This is what it's going to be looking like. Now what I'm going to do next, I'm going to put it back on here. Okay. Squeezing this as tight as I can squeeze it. I'm going to press this down. All right. And then I'm going to take my fingers and pinch, like twist it together. I'm going to twist these 2 together. So I'm going to just do like this, as tight as I can. And then I'm going to start wrapping this around. Okay, just wrapping it around. I'm going to take it around and take it all the way around to the back, just like this. All right, so let me take it off of here so you all can see what I have. So this is what I have. All right, these are going to be real dainty. Okay, that's what your earring should be looking like. All right, I'm going to smooth that out. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take it around one more time. So I'm going to slide it back on here. And I'm going to take this around one more time like this. And then I'm going to go to the back. Just like that. Okay. Once you do that, I'm going to take this off and I'm going to snip this off. So I'm going to snip this extra piece like that off. Okay, that's what you're going to have. And then I'm just going to take and squeeze it just like that. And this is what your earring is going to be looking like. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this one here, this last freshwater pearl, and I'm going to slide that down onto my earring. So I'm going to slide this down, slide it down, And you know what really works sometimes if you have a hard time trying to get these on? You twist it. When you put it on, you just twist it and push it down, and it'll go all the way down for you. So now I'm going to take my pliers and place it over here and pull it all the way down. So this is what you're going to have. Now I'm going to take and pinch my wire over just like that. And I'm going to make a loop right here. All right. So I'm making my loop. All right. So that's what you're going to have, making my loop. I've made my loop. And then I'm going to wrap this around, I believe, twice. So I'm going to take it all the way around, straighten this up, and then come our way back around again. All right. And this time I'm going to go to the front. So you take it around, you wrap it twice, you go back to the front. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around just like this. All right. And I'm going to come down, and I'm going to make a loop right here. So I'm going to be making a loop. All right. Because you're going to be connecting. As a matter of fact, I think I'm a little too high. I need to bring it down just a tad bit. So I'm going to start right here and make my loop. Okay. Make just a little loop, just something fancy. All right, just like this. So this is pretty much what your earring should be looking like. All right. Now when you get here, you just want to bring it over a tad bit, and then you're going to take this piece and you're going to wrap this piece here around this piece. So you're just going to take it and take it through just like that. Just take it through. I'm going to push it up just a tad bit. And you want to hold it as tight as you can and wrap it one time. You're going to do it twice. Okay. And then come right there. So once you do that, your piece will be like off to the side. And then what you do is you take your pliers and you snip right there. And then you just go and squeeze that down. And then you have a really cute design. Let me show you. I'll lay it in my hands because these are really dainty. All right, and that's your design. And then what you want to do next is you want to take your fish hook, and you put your fish hook on, close it up, and you got yourself, wait a minute, a gorgeous pair of freshwater pearl brass wire earrings. Okay, let me show you. This is what you have. How cute is that? They're cute, fast, and simple. All right, they're different. They're made with really good components. You got brass wire and you got freshwater pearls. Okay, so with that being said, I do want to take this time to say thank y'all so much for joining me. Once again, please make sure you thumbs up this here video. Share my videos. Let people know what's going on here at La Georgia Creation Designs. And I want to say thank you to my new supporters and my loyal supporters. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you all's support. So with that being said, until my next upload, my beloved kings and queens, peace and blessings, everyone. See ya.